what's going on. Actually making this video at 11:11. That's funny. But today is day 8. It's the start of the second week, and like I said the other day, it's right now I don't feel good at all. But the juice fast has been easy, and I could definitely keep going for a while, and I'm going to. I'm definitely gonna break 24 days this time. The last time at 24 days, I don't even know why I stopped. I think I got tired and just got sick of making juice. But this time it's like, nope, we're gonna keep the juice simple, and I'm just gonna roll with it. So last night, couldn't sleep to save my life. I felt pretty awful. I don't know what was going on. The left side of my body just kind of hurt, and I just couldn't fall asleep. My neck was tight. So tried to fall asleep for about 2 hours, and then I was just like, this is not going to happen right now. So I got up, watched a couple of Dr. Morse videos, learned a little bit, and then I went back to sleep again. I woke up at like 6:30, and it didn't rain yet, and I was like, hey, maybe I can go climb up the mountain, get some good fresh air in the morning. And then I get a text from my mom, be careful if you go outside because there's 2 black bears in the backyard. And I was like, oh, it doesn't look like I'm going outside this morning. So I went back to bed for a little bit. Now I'm just headed down to the grandparents' house. I'm gonna go down there, make some juice for the day, and then after that I'm gonna start the dry fast, the long dry fast. So that's some exciting stuff, I guess. But yeah, I'm not feeling too hot right now. Legs are a little weak. Not awful. I've had it much worse when I was eating, but still kind of weak. Head feels a little like foggy and almost like a pressure head. It's not like a full-blown headache. It doesn't hurt. It just feels like there's pressure in my head. It could just be it's raining out today. So whatever it is, not feeling too hot. Hopefully that clears up, but that's really all I got for now. Hopefully the videos look a little better now that I'm going to start recording these sideways. My girlfriend told me to start recording it sideways, and for some reason I didn't start doing it until now, but I'm starting now. So hopefully that's better for y'all, and I will tune in later. Shit. Alright, what's up? I just recorded like an 8-minute video, but it was way too long for what I ended up saying, so I'm just going to record it quick again. Just got back from my grandparents' house, and I was talking to them about Arnold Ehret and his mucusless diet, and I kind of took Arnold's transition diet and I kind of wrote it out for them, the first 2 weeks of it, and I extended it to 6 weeks for them because they're older, and I really want to make it a good habit for them to start changing their diet because they have their issues, right? They're sick, they're dealing with all types of medications that their doctors have them put on. I'm like, look, if you want to come off these things and you want to start getting your health back, you got to change your diet, you need to change your lifestyle. And they've tried a couple of times, and they start and they always say, oh, I feel pretty good, and then they go back, and it's just like, why are you going back if you feel good? But it's a process, and you can't get frustrated, especially with your family members, because they're the last people a lot of times that are actually going to listen to what you have to say. But hopefully they could start following the stuff, and I don't know, it'll help them out. With that being said, I don't feel too hot right now. I'm getting this dull pressure in my left shoulder, up the back of my neck, and kind of even in my eye and my eyebrow. And I've had trouble with this left shoulder for a very long time now. I subluxed it over 10 times, wrestling and basketball and whatever other ways I've popped it out. I even popped it out, I swear to God. I sneezed one time and it popped out because I had my arm above my head. I was laying down like this, and I went and I sneezed and it jolted out. But so I've had a lot of issues with this shoulder in the past, and for like 2 years now,
this left eye, the vision in it has not been as good as the right one. And I kind of feel it. It feels weird sometimes in that eye. So I'm not surprised that my shoulder and my eye are kind of giving me a little bit of an issue, because those are issues I've dealt with in the past, just like the weak legs. You know, it's something I've dealt with in the past. So when it comes up during the fast, you can't be surprised at stuff like that. And you have to kind of look at it from, this sucks right now, but it's probably my body taking care of it. So happy about that. And yeah, so I'm in my dry fast right now. This is the start of the about 48-hour dry fast that I'm going to do. You know, eventually maybe I'll start doing even like a 72-hour dry fast later in the juice fast. We'll see how that goes, but I'm kind of curious to see how I feel during the dry fast. So curious if I'm going to feel great or if I'm going to feel like garbage. But either way, I'm going to take it and kind of live with it and be happy, because I know it's going to do something good. For those of you who don't really understand what a dry fast is, you basically pull food and water, and I wouldn't recommend that to anybody. Look, I'm not telling anybody to do a juice fast or a dry fast or a water fast. I'm just kind of sharing my experience for people who are kind of curious about this type of stuff. And a dry fast, you basically pull the water, you pull the food, and you just go. You go for a specific amount of time. It's the most intense type of fasting. Juice fast and really a water fast is kind of like a combination of both, I guess. But a juice fast or a juice cleanse is exactly that word. It cleanses your body. It helps you to break up stuff in your lymph system and get the lymph system flushing out, get you peeing all that acid waste and a lot of the stagnant lymph and all the toxins out of you that way. It relaxes your digestive system, and you clean out those backed up meals. And you know, even later in the fast, you could start breaking up, you know, stuff that's been there for a while and it's stuck to your intestinal wall, and you can start breaking that stuff out and getting that out as well, which is pretty cool. So you're really doing a lot of breaking down and flushing during the juice cleanse. And during the dry fast, it's a little different. Your cells almost turn into little incinerators, and they start kind of incinerating and breaking down tissues and toxins that aren't really supposed to be there. And the reason it's powerful also is because it's complete rest. Now, even during a water fast, you're not taking in any sort of calorie, no carbohydrates from fruits or anything like that, no amino acids from the fruits or vegetables, no fatty acids from the fruits or vegetables, nothing. So during that during the water fast, you know, you will start getting a little bit of that self-eating and flushing. So that's why a water fast is a lot more powerful than a juice cleanse or juice fast. But that dry fast where you have complete rest and you're not taking anything in, you have no obstruction, that's where the dry fast becomes this insanely powerful tool. And it's, you know, the common consensus is that it's like 3 times stronger than a water fast. So it's definitely not for everybody. Especially if you do the standard American diet and you try to jump on a 4-day dry fast or something like that, you'll probably put yourself in the hospital, because your body will just start releasing all this toxic junk, and it's not going to end well for you. So like I said, I'm not telling anybody to do anything, but if I were to help a friend, I would tell them, look, start taking out the stuff we're not meant to eat, start adding in the fresh fruits and vegetables. And even if you're doing a little bit of cooked vegetables in the beginning and you're still maybe sticking with some sweet potatoes and stuff like that, and eventually switch to, you know, go to raw and then go to lots of fruits, and then you can start messing with juice fasting, and then you can maybe mess with water fasting and then dry fasting. I actually did a water fast like a year and a half ago. I did like a 3-day water fast just for like a little reboot. It was all right. Honestly, I think that if you do a lot of juice fasting and you do a lot of cleansing that way, for me personally, I'm not going to probably spend too much time water fasting. Maybe I'll have some water fast days, but I think I'm going to just do juice fasting. And when I really feel like I'm ready to go, I'm just going to start doing some longer dry fasting, because it's very powerful. I mean, I've even felt it as in I'll have like a pimple or something, and when I did like my 36-hour dry fast, like gone. It's just gone. It just goes away, or it's almost completely gone. So stuff is powerful, which is why I'm doing it. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got for now. So that's just the very superficial overview of the different types of fasts and the kind of like the difference between them. You know, you're looking at cleansing versus almost incinerating the toxins and the mucus and all the stuff that's built up. But that's really all I got for now. Hope that helps. I'll maybe make a video later after work, just kind of catching up how I feel. But yeah, I'm into the dry fast now, so let's see how the next 48 hours goes. All right, peace out. I just want to make this video quick. I was listening to something last night when I couldn't sleep. And it was Dr. Mars was talking about how I think it was when he was on an all orange diet, that he would cut himself. If he cut himself, it would barely bleed, if it would even bleed at all. And in a couple of days, the wound would be gone. And I kind of noticed something similar when I switched over to eating more fruits and a little bit of vegetables. I had cut myself cutting a watermelon, and it bled only for like 30 seconds, and thing healed up really, really fast, only in a few days. But today I was cutting watermelon again for the juice, and I stabbed myself in the finger, and I was like, oh crap, I'm gonna bleed again. And I looked down and there was no blood, and I was like, oh, maybe it didn't pierce the skin. And then I looked in the car, like when I was getting out of the car 2 seconds ago, and there is a cut in my finger, and you could barely see it, probably. You can kind of see it just a little bit, but it's already closed up, and it didn't bleed at all. So either it really just didn't cut that bad, or, you know, there just might be something to eating this way, and it allows your body to be really efficient, and it allows your body to heal faster. So I just want to throw that out there. I thought that was pretty cool. Peace. What's going on, everyone? I'm on my way to work right now. I just stopped at the reservation really quick to catch some fresh air, and that's why I wanted to actually record this, because I felt absolutely terrible before. I was laying in my room and I was cold and I was weak, and I felt probably the worst that I felt so far on this fast. And I had to go to work, so I got up and I was like, let me stop at the res for a couple minutes before I go to work. And went to the res, stood by the lake, took a bunch of deep breaths, and you know, I don't feel perfect right now, but I feel so much better. It's absolutely insane. So, you know, I was talking yesterday about the importance of fresh air and how I'm going to start trying to get more fresh air because of how important it's supposed to be. And you know, how I feel right now absolutely proves that to me. I felt so awful before, and now I feel like $1 million. I feel I can just, you know, go. You know, I was almost thinking about, you know, I can't go for a jog or anything. I don't usually jog anyway. It's not my type of exercise, but I was thinking, like, you know, if I didn't have work, I could totally go for a jog right now. It's crazy how 5 minutes of some deep breathing out in the fresh air like that near a lake, and I'm totally rejuvenated. So I just want to talk to you guys about that quick, because that just proved to me right there on how important air is and how important getting lots and lots of fresh air into your lungs can be. So thanks for watching. I'm probably not going to make any more videos tonight. I'm probably just going to want to come home after work and upload this sucker and then go to bed. But that's all I got for you guys for today. Like the video, comment, ask me some questions, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.